teach how to eat pussy? Like,
yup.
Like, tell the congregation.
It's a technique to that shit. Because if you don't learn the technique, you ain't gonna do it.
Who taught you how to eat pussy?
Myself.
You taught you. So I'm sure you watch porn.
No.
You don't watch a porn on how to eat pussy.
I mean, like to be honest with you, like, yeah, that's the porn is like the initial start, but porn don't break down like the instructions. You know what I'm saying? Like, why did you do this shit? Why you do that? You know what I'm saying? Like,
why you do it? Like, why you wave your tongue like that? Like,
why you
move around the clitoris that way?
Why you play with it? You know what I'm saying? You gotta play with it. Do you
think you eat pussy well?
Yeah. I think I learned to eat pussy well. Yeah, I think I did. I didn't come out, you know what I'm saying, like eating pussy, because like to be honest with you, like that was never like nothing I really had to do. You know what I'm saying? Like I never had to eat pussy. Like it's just, you know what I'm saying, when you get what you have to say?
No, I was saying why does one have to eat pussy? Like
to me, if a nigga can't do, you know, can't satisfy a woman other ways and make her feel good other ways, and yeah, that nigga gotta eat pussy. That's what a nigga gotta do. I think
eating pussy it's like a package. Like you gotta, you know, you be able to stroke it, and then you gotta be able to eat it, you know, properly. Like I think that like if you can put together that combo meal, then you you know, can unlock some things with a woman.
Yeah, if you, like you said, if you learn the package.
Like, so you think that because you're good with, you got good dick, you're trying to say that you don't have to eat pussy?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. Like, I never had to eat pussy because the dick was good. Like, the pussy was always wet, and the dick was stroking it. Everybody having a good time. So
everybody's having a good time.
That's what it was. I mean, you know what I'm saying? The woman's being pleasured. But you know what I'm saying, when you're with a woman and you married, you know what I'm saying, that is different. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like just,
you gotta learn how to eat some pussy.
You gotta take care of your woman. You know what I'm saying? Because like whatever your woman requires, you need to do that for her.
Now, if that was your son, would you be offended? No. If Boosie was telling him, I can show you how to eat pussy in 8 months, and you got a nice set of lips on you.
I don't need little Boosie telling my son shit.
You gonna show your son. Exactly. How do you show one how to eat pussy? But I really want to know, like, how do you show? Like, how do you demonstrate that? Like, do you draw a diagram?
You know, you can get some fruit. You know what I'm saying? You can get some fruit.
What kind of fruit?
You can get like,
break it down, because somebody may be listening that needs to learn how to eat pussy.
You can get like, you can do like an orange. You know what I'm saying?
Orange.
You can show them an orange.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But you gotta have imagination.
Okay.
And the kid gotta have imagination too, so they can understand it. You know what I'm saying? And then you gotta, when you explain it to them, you gotta explain to them why. So they can connect the dots. Because, like, you can tell a motherfucker this is how you do it, boom, 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 boom. But if you don't tell them why, they don't understand what really makes it and what's the process in the whole thing. And I need them to understand the whole process.
Okay. So, you don't think Boosie was out of line?
I think Boosie was hella out of line. Like, what you mean? Like, if that kid go back and tell his parent that Boosie made him feel any way in that conversation, they got film of it, and that nigga can be sued. And he can be in trouble, because that's pretty much like, we don't know how old that kid is. That kid like 15?
He's 7. He said he was 17.
Oh, that kid was
16, 17. That's why he said in 8 months.
16 is the age of like consent. You know what I'm saying? So that, I mean, he should be covered on that part.
But that's
if that kid say that he feel a certain way, Boosie in trouble.
Yeah,
Boosie in trouble. If that kid say he feel a certain way,
I just be like kind of thrown off by the shit that people like put online, like this shit that people like allow to like. When they go live, like they're just not aware of like the shit that they're saying and how it can be taken. Like even your girl Doja Cat, ain't you a fan of Doja Cat? Like her video that looks like she's clearly like snorted some powder and telling Russ that he could fuck, and like she kept playing with her nose, and like, yeah, you didn't see it? Like she was playing with her nose. Yeah, she told Russ like he can get the pussy, and she looks hot. Like to me, like I mean, I'm not a huge like Doja Cat fan, like, but I appreciate, you know, cool music when I hear it. But like to me, like Doja Cat looks crazy, like without the makeup and the wigs and the hair and like all of that shit. Like she looked like crazy, but in this video she looked kind of crazy. So like I just be taken back by the shit that like people allow to be put
seen
online. Like,
right.
y'all are celebrities. Like, you're supposed to be like putting yourself on a certain type of pedestal, and y'all just like out here acting the ass
because they regular folks, man. Like,
no, I'm not saying they're not regular. I'm just saying, like, you got to be more aware of the content that you put out, then you have to double back and say, "Oh no, I wasn't snorting coke." Like, if I, like, you got to explain yourself, and then like you sound like you snort coke. Like, even in the video, you trying to explain yourself, it's just like, sis, like. You was getting down with the booger sugar. Like, just say that. You know what I'm saying?
What it could be also too, though. Like, we don't know who put that out. We don't know who.
She was on live. The same with Boosie being on. That's what I'm saying. Like, these artists are on live on IG, saying these things and doing these things, and it looks a certain way and it sounds a certain way, and then you got to come back and say, well, shit, it's not what it looks like. Okay, I'm not a crackhead. Like, yeah, you are. I'm not a
crackhead. It's not what it looks like.
It's just like, come on now, just don't press the lies button if you're gonna snort.
No, I mean, she clearly was storing coke on there. You could see, like, nobody dumb. And, like, all her actions was cokish.
It was hella cokish. It's like, girl, you was playing with your nose.
Playing with that powder.
And then when you tried to get all dolled up and say that you wasn't, you were saying that you always feel like you have something in your nose. The only people that always feel like they got something in their nose is people that snort shit in their nose. So you're still telling on yourself. If people can read between the lines, if you done, been seeing a couple things and been around a couple things, you know what the fuck's up. Mm-hmm. Doja.
Yep. Ain't nobody dumb. Ain't nobody dumb. Nobody. I can't believe that shit. That was just snoring coke.
But I mean, in the industry, I'm not surprised. No, it's just the fact that you put it on live.
Right, and then like people who wear shades a lot too. They not to say that, y'all, because I don't really judge people enough.
You wear shades,
but I do wear shades, but I have a vision problem. But there's people, what I'm saying, who wear
maybe
shades.
They have a vision problem.
No, because they don't wear their shades all the time. But
her wears her shades all the time.
Her got a vision problem. I read about her.
Yeah, she does have a vision problem.
Exactly. See, I know.
I'm so speaking on her. I was low-key offended that her did not win a Grammy. Like, offended because her, as far as R&B goes, like, her is somebody that is leading, like, the R&B. And did you see the tweet that your girl, what's her name?
I don't know. But you said she's my girl, so
your girl, your girl, isn't she from Brooklyn? Young and May.
Young and May, my girl now. Oh, damn.
Your girl, Young and May, put out saying that R&B is dead and R&B inspires rap, and it's one-sided because it's a whole lot of rap and not enough R&B. I don't agree with that. I think it's a whole lot of R&B. Like, to me, like, I'd rather listen to R&B than listen to rap. Like, R&B is lit. Like, you got the Daniel Caesars, you got her, you got Summer Walker, you got Lucky Day. You have so many. You have to search for them. They're not playing on the radio, but I completely disagree with that. So the fact that her did not win a Grammy, I was a little taken back because both of her albums, like, you can play those all the way through, and they're definitely a vibe.
Yeah, I ain't listened to her album, but every song I don't heard of her, so I can.
I'll play her album out. You've heard it.
Oh,
you've heard it.
Okay, I got you. You wow.
So yeah,
you wow.
So back to the topic. Have you ever dealt with like hate or jealousy or envy, like just blatant, like to the point like you had to move around, or like you felt like a nigga would try to do like cause harm to you or your family because it ran so deep?
I mean, not like where I really feel like they were going to. Yeah, I guess so. But the thing is, like, how I am.
Tell us about it. Like, you can't just skip over it. What happened? If you can, talk about it.
Like,
scenario. Hey,
you wildin'. Like, you know what I'm saying? Back in Arkansas is small. You know what I'm saying? Like, even in the city, it's small. Like, everybody know everybody. So, like,
and nobody has teeth in Arkansas. Like, their front teeth are gone.
You wow. But
25, no teeth.
There was a couple of situations, you know what I'm saying? Like, at this job, I worked at a job, and that's where I learned my lesson, man. Like, you don't mess with females where you make your money. You can't get your honey where you make your money. But I had this job, man, and I was working for the state of Arkansas, and it is a big old facility, you know what I'm saying? Plenty of people, y'all. Like, but there were certain supervisors. I wasn't a supervisor, I was just a regular staff. But there were certain supervisors that was coding the women and trying to code all the women. You know what I'm saying? Like, because they try to use their position of power. So they'll have, like, female staff. They'll try to be fucking on them. And then they'll try to control the other women who work there, too. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you know, one supervisor, you know, I came in, young guy, you know, young fly guy, like, fresh out of high school, going to college. And, you know, I was doing me, you know what I'm saying? And, like, he befriended me in the beginning.
You're not telling, so you're not keeping it a buck. You start fucking on the girls, too, at the chicken plant.
No, this wasn't even a chicken plant.
Okay.
This was Conway Human Development Center.
Okay, my bad.
And
so you start fucking on the women, too, but go ahead.
Yeah, I started doing my thing. And
fucking on all the girls. How many girls would you say you fucked there?
Wow, for real?
Like 5, 10, 15.
No, I'm not even going there. But the thing, what happened was, I guess, you know what I'm saying, like, somehow it got back to him that I was, like, trying to fuck on his girls. Like, but I wasn't trying to fuck on his girls.
So you knew who his squad was?
No. That's why I did not know. And, like, I'm not that type of nigga, you know what I'm saying, like, to really go around knowing business like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's some niggas who want to know everybody's business.
So you didn't know, like, you inadvertently was fucking on his chicks.
No, it wasn't even like it wasn't like that. Like, really what it was, his chicks were trying to fuck me. And, like,
but you didn't fuck them.
I mean,
yeah,
shit, I didn't know. Like, you can't claim everybody, my nigga. Like, you can't fucking do that.
You can't claim all the bitches.
You can't do that. It don't work like that, my nigga. Like, who is you, nigga? Like, you're not God. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I can't respect that. So, like, what ended up happening was...
You're not God, so you can't fuck all the bitches.
No, this nigga, he didn't create them. Like, he didn't create us. Like, shit, no. Fuck no, nigga. So, like, what happened was, he'll leave work, because he was a supervisor, so he worked early shift. So, when he got off, you know, some of the girls still work. So, like, they'll come up there and try to holler at me, because I didn't know shit. You know, I'm the new guy.
You're like, okay, fresh meat, new dick.
That's it.
Come on, bitch.
Man, so what happened, though, was the client started snitching. The client, well, I think the staff did too. I ain't gonna lie. Some of the staff probably did too to confirm shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's fraternizing.
Yeah, with your bitches. I ain't know. Niggas ain't telling me shit. So, like,
and the bitches, Joe ain't gonna say that.
Man, bitches don't say shit. Bitches ain't gonna say nothing.
They just know that you fresh meat.
But what ended up happening was, me and the nigga, like, I was on some street shit, and he tried to get on some street shit with me, and he played me though, because he was like, he was trying to talk to me about some street shit. Mm-hmm. And, like, so me being a dumbass.
You didn't know that he was really trying to get information out of you.
Like, so, you know what I'm
saying? To set you up for the okie doke and then get you up out of there.
Man, you know what I'm saying? So, like, you know, I don't got a promotion, you know, because I'm the nigga,
he really he got bitches and he getting promoted. He got to go.
I don't even work for him no more.
You was a threat.
Man, you know, I don't even work for him no more. I don't got a promotion. I got my own office now. Now I'm damn near on his level, you know what I'm saying? All of a sudden.
He don't like that shit.
Man, I hear a phone. I get to work. And I've been working for this company, like, I want to say like 2 years. Like, no problem. Nigga don't took 2 months vacations. Like
2 month vacation.
2 months vacation.
Damn, what kind of vacations they giving out? Like, I need that PTO plan.
No, how they do it was like, if you work overtime, you didn't have to get the money. You could take it and get the full benefit of it.
So he was like, I want my time.
Yeah, I want my time.
I need my time to go fuck on some more bitches.
No, I was traveling. I was trying to come back to Vegas and all that shit then. I did. But I got to work one day, and my boss, like, came to my office, and she was like, Keyshawn, I heard some bad news. I was like, what the fuck? what kind of fucking news did you hear? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going like, who died? Like, I'm thinking somebody, one of the clients don't die, like, or somebody don't lie to say I don't beat one of the clients. I'm thinking because it could be anything. You work in a human.
Yeah, like, you're dealing with people.
You're dealing with people, exactly. So, like, she was like, Keyshawn, this really hurts me, and I don't